right, welcome to this. Hopefully you can hear me, and if not, you can see me. Third Eye Thursday, we'll start with our palms together in front of our heart. Breathe in and breathe out. And now placing one palm above your belly button and the other below your belly button. Breathe in and breathe out. And now running a finger alongside your other index finger and finding that space. It's along the bone here on the thumb side and pressing towards the bone about 6 times. This is an acupoint to move energy. I didn't count if I did 6 or not. Go to the other side, run, just to find that point, I run along my finger along the index finger, and then I'm pressing in towards the bone in the hand that goes to the index finger, just so you know where I'm at there. And 6 is a dispersing number, so that moves chi. Next, find a pinky finger, place it on your third eye, which is acupoint yin tong, between your eyebrows. Relax your hand and fingers, close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. And you can shake it out, and hands, palms together in front of your heart. Breathe in and breathe out. So I did make a video of this same thing that I just showed on my YouTube channel, and you can find access to that. You can go to backpainreliefformula.com and click Learn More, and then that'll take you to the other website where there's some videos, and there is that same video. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. You can find it easily by doing that. So you can practice this routine that I just showed. I think that it's nice to do it either every morning or every evening or at the top of every hour. But I did mention it's a good thing to do and use when you're maybe having to make a decision, an important decision, or before you go into a meeting. You know, sometime when you want to feel some clarity or some calmness and peace, then that's a short little 2-minute routine you can do to bring center to yourself. So today, the word of the day is interconnectedness. And this happened because as soon as I woke up today, I was feeling a little bit of pain in my hip. So I was laying on my left side, and so I just started to pound that joint, my hip joint, right? I just I do that sometimes, just if it's feeling tight, pound it, and I'm gonna do the other side just to be even in my body. Okay. And so when I did that, when I was just feeling that, loosening that, first thing this morning, I felt my sinuses open, and I was like, everything really is connected. So then I started to make notes about what I wanted to talk about today. And my notes talked about interconnectedness of things. So that just happened organically, and I thought, okay, this is great. So we'll just say interconnectedness as the word of the day. And actually, I just realized, do I need to press record on this? Is this recording? I don't know if this is recording. I don't know what's happening. Well, it's okay. So, okay, that's all right. So so interconnected things include the interconnectedness of many things. Okay, many things are interconnected, but of body parts to other body parts, the interconnectedness of that, which is what I just I knew it. my computer's updating as I'm reading my notes, so I might not be able to look at my notes. It just happened. So my notes are gone. Now I have to remember what I was going to say. So this is why I love pen and paper. So the interconnectedness of body parts to other body parts, the interconnectedness of your feelings to your body health, the interconnectedness of your thoughts to your feelings, and then how that connects to your relatedness to the outside world and to other people, the interconnectedness of what happens and then how you respond to it, and then how that can make you or cause you to potentially respond to something else that's not even connected to it, but now it is. So this is great. This gives us an opportunity to pause. And that's why I love this little routine that I start with, where I can just give myself a minute. You know, it doesn't have to be 2 minutes long. You can make it into 30 seconds. And you can use parts of it that you like. I just include all of it, which is bringing myself to my heart center and being aware of my heart center. And I do put my palms together because there's a lot of chi, energy in your palms. And so you can circulate your chi in your body. You can become aware of the chi in your body, bringing the palms together. It's also a sacred movement, right? A sacred pose. And so we can just bring our awareness to our inside, our chi, our body, our palms, the energy in there and in front of our heart. And just focusing on our breath. It can be as simple as that. You don't even have to do any of the other things. But I add being connected to your body here, your Ren channel that goes in the center of your body, just by touching above and below your belly button there. And then I include this point, Li Forhe Gu, which is moving. So figure 8 infinity sign, which pushes through stagnation, and where there is stagnation, there is pain. Okay, so I love including that one briefly. And then Yin Tong, the third eye, because we don't call it the third eye in Chinese medicine, but it's the same spot. So we call, people know it as the third eye, but it's Yin Tong, Yintang. Just if you want to look it up. So calming our Shen, calming our spirit. And so when we use any of these little tools that I just mentioned, then we can help center ourselves so that that thing that happens over here that might make us feel a certain way, and then we end up connecting how we respond to that with the next thing that we do or say, right? We don't have to have that relationship interconnectedness. We don't have to take this from over here and spew it out over here. If we just choose to give ourselves a second, 30 seconds, maybe just 3 seconds, just a breath, before responding or before connecting things that don't necessarily need to be connected. My notes came back. I was talking about interconnectedness of body parts to emotions. And so in Chinese medicine, we do have those relationships where each organ has emotions that go along with it. So for example, I just feel like saying this one right now. So one of the main organs we talk about in Chinese medicine is the spleen. And I don't always like to use organ names when I'm talking to people about Chinese medicine because we tend to think really physical organ, but we also recognize the energetics of the organ and the meridian. So the energetics is how I'm thinking of things. And so in this regard, spleen is related to worry or overthinking. So when we have what we say spleen deficiency, then we can have overthinking, or if we're overthinking, it can cause spleen deficiency or worry or overthinking. So yeah, chicken or egg, right? So you can just decide, take control of that however you can. You can try to tonify your spleen. You can go get some acupuncture, talk to your acupuncturist about some herbal formulas that can tonify your spleen, or you can also try to just hone it in, rein it in, right? Think, what can I do? What tool can I use to decrease my worry or decrease my overthinking? Is that tool maybe just a little bit of breathing and centering? Oh, by the way, I'm going to get a drink of water, and I encourage us to have a drink of water, let's say at the top of every hour. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have my old water bottle that I've had for 100 years here. But little sips of water can also help our anatomy along. And so that's not necessarily a spleen tonifier, but I'm just mentioning drink water, breathe, go back to the basics. That can help us lessen worry and overthinking sometimes. Just coming back into our center with breath, breathing, one nice breath, maybe 2 or 3, drink some water, shake it out like dogs when they, run into something, they'll shake and okay, move on. Interconnectedness can also relate the past to the present to the future, hence the past to the future. So interconnectedness can happen in all realms of our life, physically, emotionally, and then just experience-wise. I wanted to talk besides that about just, so how we can think of interconnectedness in regards to expansion. We can use the interconnectedness of things that I've already mentioned, like how our emotions are connected to our physical body. How can we use that interconnectedness for us in an expansive way? How can we expand? How can we become more expansive physically, or become more expansive emotionally or mentally by recognizing that interconnectedness? So what I'm referring to is the awareness of the interconnectedness first. That's an expansion in itself. Then if we want to project the idea of expansion and expansiveness, this gives us the opportunity, the awareness of the interconnectedness, the desire for expansion or expansiveness, and then being centered in ways that we've talked about today can help us open up our mind for the expansion of what? Of better health, of higher thinking, of higher level emotions. And I feel bad saying that because I'm not trying to say there's levels of emotions, but if you know that one scale, there's pictures of it in a triangle, and then it's like, the chakra colors like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So, and then on the bottom, it talks about like guilt and shame, having a lower frequency, and then 500 love, and then above. So that's what I'm mentioning, that's what I'm referring to regarding, say, levels of emotions. So just this awareness of interconnectedness of things, the desire for expansion or expansiveness, and then that can lead us to that idea of a higher emotional level if desired. I highly recommend it. So that's really what we're gonna leave it with today. I think we'll just talk about how so I wanted to mention that the back pain relief formula is from this approach. The actual description: a synergistic approach to pain relief using acupoints, Chinese medicine, movements, stretches and yoga, and mindset, neuroplasticity. So the synergy of these three areas, that's what it's built on. And so to me, that does relate to the interconnectedness and the expansion, so that we can have more freedom, more body freedom. So we don't have to be stuck in our body pain, which can come from all kinds of things. And you don't have to have back pain to be a part of the back pain relief formula group. You don't, it's not a prerequisite. And because I am talking about and teaching about these ideas, and that can relate to illnesses of like, in my opinion, anything. Illnesses of any type, any health issue, any illness, any body pain, but the foundation of it came from my own experience of my own kind of back pain and neck pain, and then my own lifetime of working through those things and what I've used, and then just my knowledge and everything. But I just wanted to mention that because it's not just all about back pain. It's about things that we've been talking about today, interconnectedness and expansion and expansiveness. Thanks so much for joining, and hopefully some of these ideas and tools can help you, and we'll see you next time.